Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us and welcome to another edition of Transformer Facts Friday. This is the second weekly roundup show that I like to do on this channel, which again gives me the perfect opportunity to do exactly that. Keep you guys updated with things that I find going on in the world of Transformers. I'll let you know what's happening with this YouTube channel and of course my Instagram, which is toys_rus. So this once again is going to be split into two parts. Part one is now, part two will be in about 12 hours or so. Again, which gives more opportunity for anything else to happen for me to get across to you in the news. Now we've got some things coming up that we've sort of seen already, or we've got some updates, and I suppose we've got some really good news for anybody who's ordered HasLab in America as well. If you've not already had your confirmation texts or messages, I'm going to show you some later on. Right, we're going to start off with TFcon next year. We've got another confirmed guest. This is Alex Milne, and of course he is very well known for being the primary artist on Transformers More Than Meets the Eye. So he's confirmed for next year in LA as well. Again, the roster for that is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, as I already mentioned, you already have seen some of these images, but it's just basically because in Japan they sort of order figures in slightly different they just order them at different times, I suppose is the best way to say it. So on Takara Tomi's website, we've got some lovely little images again of these core class Dinobots, because they're actually available for pre-order now on the Takara Tomy website. Now I know this is dividing fandom. It's going to be really interesting, to be honest. I've got, I suppose, a rather strange take on Volcanicus. I've actually really come to enjoy and like Volcanicus, and this is going to sound really weird as long as it's not G1. When it was the G1 figures, of course, it just never was Volcanicus, whereas the newer figures, if they want to merge him into Volcanicus, for me, I know it sounds completely weird and completely backwards, but I'm more than happy with it. And it's probably down to the game Earth Wars, to be honest, because I really like playing with Volcanicus on Earth Wars. But here, of course, are the core Dinobots. They are indeed super, super basic. And I know a lot of people here don't like them outside legs on the legs. But if you go back to what obviously Evan, I'm sure it was Evan who said it in the last fans event, not including the Deathsaurus one, where he was basically saying that they're looking to get all 6 of these out in the 1 year, which I just think would be brilliant. Obviously starting off early next year. If they can get them all out, then fantastic. And I'm sure that we'll all end up buying them anyway, because it's the Dinobots. And I've already said this, I think it's going to segue lovely into a Dino King or maybe Monstructor. I'm more inclined to go with Dino King because, of course, Dino King's dinosaurs. Monstructor was just beasts. Talking of beasts, this is some leaked listings for some new figures. And talking of core class figures, you probably can't read that, but I'm going to read it out anyway. So this is taken from TFW 2005. It is also on T-Formers. It is everywhere on social media again at the moment. This is JT Prime again, who's found some numbers. And it's so true. Somebody commented on one of the old videos that he's not allowed to leave his job, because he does. He keeps finding everything. So 2 new Transformers Movie 7 figures. So obviously Rise of the Beasts figures confirmed. RC, both of them are core class, by the way. RC and Delta 1. No idea what Delta 1 is yet, but they've got the numbers, the EAN number, and just for those of you who couldn't read it, there they are. So they're the confirmed EAN numbers. We obviously have no more information on these figures, what they're going to look like. But there you go. 2 new core class figures are going to be expected as well. Keeping in tune with Rise of the Beasts, of course, we had the official confirmation that Battletrap is a Voyager class figure and he's going to be released. If you go to, again, T-Formers or TFW 2005, there's a little video he's put up, and again, there's some insights that he does on it. This is brilliant. This is exactly like what Mark Maher does, exactly like what Evan Brooks does. It's just with King Sam Lock, as he's calling himself on Instagram. He obviously is more of the person who designs the Studio Series figures. And again, we've got his insights into this figure, which again, I think looks spectacular. So we've got the Takara Tomy design drawing, Takara Tomy block drawing. And it's really interesting, these, just to see, I suppose, the stages of development. How they start off as drawings and they end up being exactly like that, a digital deco model. Of course, they've got all sides of it. This figure I'm really, really impressed with. I've, of course, never seen one in hand. I just like the look of it. It looks rather, I suppose, newish. It's like a great new design, and I really am excited for this Studio Series number 99. And there, of course, is a screenshot still of him from the movie. Right, this is quite interesting. This is in TFW, but this is from T-Formers. So this is from artist Joanna Lofent. I probably pronounced that wrong, sorry if I have. She's updated her Twitter account with a HQ clear version of the unreleased IDW Transformers Collision Course comic. So exactly that, this is an unreleased comic at the moment. Little is known about the plot of this unpublished mini-series from IDW. It was supposed to be released late this year, and it may have been kind of a crossover with several Transformers universe. Again, there's more details about it to be released, but she's put on her Twitter page a picture of this, which I'm going to show you now, and indeed just put, it's my last cover for the Transformers whilst in IDW Publishing's hands, and it looks really good. And hopefully that, you never know with a bit of fan thing like this, make people aware that we actually do want to see it, we want to see this comic, and we want to see what it's about. Fan power, I don't know what the exact word is, but I think you know what I mean. If everybody all of a sudden decides we want to see this figure, we may get it. More new figures that are going to be released, and of course it's Funko Pop's turn to jump on the bandwagon. Of course, no new images, but we know that these are of course going to be the little figures. They're all same size. There's nothing here about any special ones yet, so they're all 3.75 inches made of vinyl, and we've got RC, Bumblebee, Mirage, Optimus Primal, Optimus Prime, and Scourge. These are all confirmed Funko Pop figures that they are going to be making to do with the Rise of the Beasts movie. So let's be honest, I'm expecting pretty much from January an absolute inundation of Rise of the Beasts figures and things ready to hype up the movie even more, which, because to be honest, the trailer's already doing that as we speak. Okay, I've been on Fans Hobbies Facebook page as well, and what we've got now, I suppose, is the final touches to their take on Double Dealer, which they're calling Double Agent. This is, of course, the Power Master or the Godmaster engine. So we've got, as we know him as Knock. I haven't got the proper name, unfortunately. I think I wrote it down, but I've lost it on the page. And as we know this character to be Scar, but these are, of course, I think they're calling them Power Baser engines as well, actually. This is from Fans Hobbies' actual Facebook page, and these, of course, are the finishing touches to their figures. Remember, there's two different types. There's the one with the purple wings, and there's the one with the teal wings. Purple plastic and on the teal. You can see the little engines in place on these figures, and again, they look great. These are masterpiece scale figures, by the way, and as I've already said a couple of times, if you want these in more detail, go to the Fans Hobby Facebook page. You don't need to be on Facebook. You can just type in Fans Hobby Facebook page. It'll bring them up. It'll ask you to log in, but you can just still look at the pictures, because I haven't got Facebook access on this little iPad, but I've still got some screenshots. So, and the final thing, lots of people are reporting, I've taken this screenshot from TFW 2005, that they are getting these messages from FedEx, which is basically, fingers crossed for everybody in the US right now, multiple reports are coming in that the long-awaited HasLab Victory Saber is starting to ship out or arrive. Some users have reported seeing shipping notices with FedEx or on the FedEx app, but they've yet to receive a shipping email from Hasbro Pulse. Anybody, if they get it, please let me know in the comments, and again, just so everybody else can read it as well. But it looks like he's coming out around the rest of the world as well. So this is going to conclude this part. Part 2 is going to be uploaded, as I say, in about 10 to 12 hours. As you can probably guess, I am getting a bit, it's Christmas season, holiday season, I've got work to do, kids to look after, etc. I am falling behind. I can only apologise for that. Star Saber, I'm going to do my absolute very best to get done today. I just want to do him some justice. That's why I've put the Grimlock collection just up as a little compilation. I've got a Jetfire one coming up as well, and I still need to get the raiding video done, and I still need to do the comic for Saturday. I've got loads going on. I'm going to do my absolute very best to keep up with the silly schedule that I've set myself, but rest assured, if I miss a video one day, it's just because I've just literally missed a video one day. But of course I will be back the very next day minimum. Again, thank you ever so much for the support. Thank you for everybody who watches, likes and shares my videos, and indeed all the channel members. Again, your support is hugely appreciated. Thank you very much, everybody. Take care.